SADC organ on politics, defense and security is holding an extraordinary summit in Pretoria, chaired by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Top of the agenda is the conflict in Mozambique's Cabo Delgado. The summit will look at the way forward in dealing with acts of terrorism and violent extremism in that country. Troops have been deployed in the area and a progress report is expected. Let me take you to eNCA's senior journalist, that is Siphamandla Goge, who is on standby with an update. So, Siphamandla, it will be critical to find out if the deployment of troops, first by Rwanda, but also then by various other countries to stabilize the situation in Cabo Delgado has made an impact. So we expect a progress report to be tabled?
Indeed, and that progress report will shed some more light on the situation in Mozambique as to what is happening. But also, today's summit is crucial and critical in establishing what needs to be done moving forward. After this, of course, we are likely to see more interventions, but they need to meet and discuss the report, what it recommends, and then take it from there. We were meant to get underway at 11, but we are slightly delayed because the Mozambican delegation is not here yet, we understand, but others are here. The Namibian delegation is here, Botswana is here, and the President of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, is also around. So as soon as the Mozambican delegation arrives, we will get underway. There is nothing that can be done without them because this summit is discussing a regional challenge happening in Mozambique. That's how diplomats would like to phrase it. But right now, we are joined by Ambassador Ndumiso Ntshinga, who's the Deputy Director General responsible for Africa at Dirco. Ambassador, thank you very much for your time. Let's talk about the importance of this summit. Why is it important and what is it going to discuss?
Thank you so much for getting us to participate in your show. It is important because this is a peace support operation. And the peace support operation are very, very, very important in peace building. The concept of peace and security and all that. So this peace support operation has started. Deployment has been done. SADC has deployed. More than about 1,500 personnel is on the ground. Victories have been recorded. They've captured some training bases, some main bases. They've captured some of the people and all that. So already, after being deployed in July, it has taken them for such a short time to record such huge victories. Now, we have to be discussing today on going forward. What is it that we're going forward? The mandate, because the mandate it was decided that is going to be 3 months, every 3 months. So now we're reviewing the mandate now. The heads of state will be reviewing the mandate and will be saying they want to renew the mandate, mostly because of the assessment that has been done by an independent body of the successes that we have recorded. Now, going forward, what do? We continue. We have not yet uprooted them completely. There's still a lot of things to be done. And also the socio-economic programs that you must be thinking of and all that. So you can't just walk away. You must make sure that you have wiped that place out, and you must make sure that you have alternatives for the people in those areas. And of course, in some of the places that they had taken, the civilians are beginning to return. And then the challenge is we must make sure that we don't leave a vacuum for them. So when the civilians start returning, because we have recaptured the areas, and then we leave, and then they then come again and retake that thing. So we must make sure all of those things do not happen.
Mm-hmm. The mandate of the deployment will expire, I think, on the 15th of October. But let's talk about, we know that Rwanda is deployed there. Yeah. Does your team on the ground work with the Rwandan deployment soldiers or those soldiers that have been deployed there? Will you be discussing that intervention? We know it's an issue between Mozambique and Rwanda, but will it feature here?
No, we don't discuss that, because that's a bilateral arrangement with Rwanda, which does not in any way involve us. Where we discuss with Rwanda, at an operational level, because we face the same enemy, and we need, and we're all members actually of the African Standby Force. They and us were all members, SADC and all members of the African Standby Force. So at operational level, that is going on, exchanging information, discussing on how to approach certain areas, what way, and so on, and also exchanging of intelligence is quite critical. But at this level, it is not something that we should be involved in, not at all. It will not be appropriate for the heads of state to be involved in that.
Now, I know you say there are successes that have been registered in Mozambique, but as we speak now, how critical is the situation, because it's got a potential to destabilize the rest of the region?
Well, as I said, those are initial successes. There's still a long way to go. I'm not suggesting in any way that we have rooted them out. No. I'm suggesting that some of the strategic centers that they held, we have taken them over, but we still have a long way to go in saying we get rid of them, because one of the biggest challenges is he comes, he does whatever destruction he does. As soon as he's done that, he changes his clothes, he wears something else, and then he blends in with the community. How do you get him? So these are some of the challenges. And also, as I say, in areas where we have liberated and the populace is beginning to go back, we still don't know how we are going to identify among these people who are returning to their homes, whether are they all what you call victims. You might easily find that maybe there are some who are not victims, but who are the insurgents who will be going there. So you still have all of those kind of challenges that we have.
Without venturing into Mozambique's domestic issues, but at the center of it really, even though this issue of extremism or insurgents there, you also have domestic issues, the socio-economic challenges that will make it difficult or will enable the environment conducive for insurgents to thrive. So is SADC as a region going to assist Mozambique in that regard, even though you are dealing with a security issue for now, but at some point Mozambique domestically, they need to be seized with those challenges?
Indeed, as I said earlier on in the start of your interview, that one of the problems that we have is that the people in that area are very, very poor and all of that. Some of them, you can even say, they consider themselves to be marginalized and so on. So now we are going to evolve an exit strategy. That exit strategy that we're going to evolve, the heads are going to be talking about it. It will be an exit strategy that will take all these things that we are talking about in consideration, because we are very, very mindful of the fact that a military solution has never worked anyway. If you want a solution that is sustainable, it has to be military combined with a socio-economic, what you call interventions. Yes. So that is what the SADC is looking at it, that whilst we're doing military, we must now start thinking about the socio-economic aspects. So hence the exit strategy that is going to be discussed.
Ambassador, thank you very much for time. That is Ambassador Ndumiso Ntshinga. He is the Deputy Director General responsible for Africa at the Department of International Relations and Cooperation. As he was briefing us about the importance of this summit, we expect to get underway just after 12:30 to Lasizwe.
Yeah, he's absolutely crystal clear without needing any prompting, Ambassador Ntshinga there, Siphamandla, and I could tell you were now enjoying drawing from his well of knowledge. That's eNCA's senior journalist there, Siphamandla Goge, tracking that Troika meeting of SADC discussing the situation in Zimbabwe, in Mozambique. What am I saying?